Good morning, everybody. Yes, I am very happy to stay here and share something interesting with you. Every day, I would like to share with you a short video and post it on my social media. This is a good way for me to practice speaking English every day. Trying to practicing English every day on my social media, my speaking skill is improved dramatically. So I am very happy about that. Today, I would like to share with you a small topic about jobs, about measure you need to insult for the children. As you know, last week we got the result from the uh, high school graduation examination, and now it's a time for the children, for you to choose a major for the children to study for 4 or 5 years. It's very important for you to know some information about the labor market. And as you know, I have been working as a human resources director for a big company for 20 years. So I have a little bit experience about the labor market. And today, I would like to share with you a little bit useful information about labor market, about the jobs. And you need to know, you need to refer when you and your children refer and decide which major your children should study for 4 years, right? It's very important for you to choose the right major, because when your children choose the right major to study, when they graduate from the university, they have more chance to get a well-paid job. It's easy for them to look for a job in the future. So this time is very important for you and for your children when you choose a major to study in a university for 4 or 5 years. So first of all, I would like to share with you, nowadays the labor market is more and more competitive. It's not easy for new employees to get a good job, a suitable job when they graduate from the university. So the major which they study, which they graduate from the university, is very important for you to apply a job in the future. So I can share with you that if your children would like to work in a company, in private company, state company in the future, you need to know that in a company there are some kind of company you need to know. And if you would like to work for one of these company, you need to know about them. Firstly, in a commercial company, they usually have some department, such as sales department, planning department, export and import department, purchasing department, or accounting department, finance department, human resources department, uh, warehouse department, planning department, call center department, marketing department, and business department. So these are main department in commercial company. If your children would like to work in these department, they need to study the major related to this department. For example, if they would like to work in account department, they need to study the major accounting. If they would like to work in human resources department, they need to study the human resource major. If they would like to work in the IT department, they need to study about information technology. If they would like to study in finance department, they need to study the finance major. And especially if they would like to work in the warehouse department, they need to study about something related to the warehouse department. Yes, and you know, when you or your children study the major related to directly the department in a company, it's much easier for you to apply for a job. And normally these jobs are very popular and are available for your children to apply when they graduate from the university. Yes, so when you or your children study these major, normally they have more opportunity to apply a job and more opportunity to get a good job, a well-paid job when they graduate from the university. And the second kind of company I would like to mention to you, the production company. Normally, there are some departments in production company you need to know. For example, production department, sales department, accounting department, finance department, human resources department, and QA and QC department, warehouse department, and purchasing department, call center department, planning department, logistics department, and technique department, technology department. These are the main departments in production company. So if you would like to work for a production company in the future, your children need to study the major related to this department in production company. For example, if they would like to work in production department, they need to study the major engineering, electric major or electronic major, chemical major, and automation major, and chemical major. And these are the major related to directly to the production company, production department. And if they would like to work for QA and QC, they need to study the major related to the engineering, right? It's much easier for them to get a job in production company. And otherwise, if they would like to work for the logistic company, if they would like to work for the logistic department, they need to study a major related to so directly logistic department, for example, logistic major, right? And if they would like to work in a marketing department, they need to study the major marketing major, so they can apply a job in marketing department. And honestly, if you know clearly about the department, the main department in a company, in a production company, in a commercial company, in a logistic company, in a technology company, to be honest, you can choose a right major to study, and then you have more chance to get a good job, stable job, and well-paid job when you graduate from the university. So that's it for today, and I hope my sharing today is a little bit valuable for you. It's very a little bit valuable for your children when they choose a major to study when they study in a university. And thank you for listening to my sharing today, and bye bye, and see you on the next day. Goodbye.